Welcome back to the DOCC, Diary of a Content Creator. This is episode number 16. For me, it's early Sunday morning on December 7th, and there are no half days, but today I did have a portion. Oh, fellas, got my cats fighting in the back. So I saw that. So that would be one of the things I'd be talking about today. Getting right into it. Again, this is a culmination of everything that's happening and my everything I'm doing. And it's been about 37, 38 days now since starting being a content creator and doing it every day. And I have two other channels, this being the third. This is the channel where we meet and greet and talk and discuss and try to figure out everything we're doing to try to get to monetization. Um, why don't you go and get all caught up? You can get into my playlist, the DOCC, and you'll find episode 1 through 15. If you're finding episode 16 individually, it should be set to air sometime after Christmas. Probably this is airing December 28th if you're catching it on its first day. Yeah, this is a brand new channel, by the way, and I thought I saw a new subscriber today, but I think maybe they clicked off. So that was one of the highs and lows of this channel in particular, but I know all the work I've been doing on my other channels and everything I'm learning as I'm going. So if you're a new content creator and you're just getting started, you could probably learn everything I'm learning from my experiences and what I'm learning from other content creators and actually working with the algorithm or trying to figure it out. The YouTube algorithm is on my mind every day, and you can post a video and think it's really good and you put a lot of effort to it and it gets no views, and then something else seems that was really simple to make and a very quick edit and put it on in the algorithm that I'm calling Godzilla, the YouTube algorithm Godzilla, and you want Godzilla to be your friend because she's big, she's enormous, she's trying to keep so many people who are watching YouTube content happy, and the YouTube algorithm wants those people to stay watching on YouTube, so it is trying to find stuff that people are enjoying. And sometimes I think they're going to enjoy one thing and then it doesn't get an immediate response. But what as I'm learning and as I'm growing as a content creator is kind of post it, believe in it, and just let it be. And probably instantly you might not find any success at all, and if that's the case, don't let that bother you, because it's I'm starting to see it happen. Sometimes even a day or more later, all of a sudden one of my little videos or little shorts is gaining some natural traction, so non-promoted traction, and that happens all on my cat channel, and probably why you saw my cats fighting a moment ago. It's 3:51 in the morning. I had work that I had to do, so I couldn't. This was not a full 18-20 hour day working for YouTube, which I do see as working for myself, and I do value every piece I make now. I consider that it could be the one that people watch and I get my viewership hours, and then I'll be at monetization, because my other channel, Bagel Cinematic Beats, is maybe 10 subscribers right now from another milestone, 2,500 subscribers, but it's still very far from the milestone of 4,000 watch hours. So no success there, except for the idea that I do see a relationship to, if you click on one of my videos, or usually a short on that channel, because like I said, I've learned wrong. I've started in the shorts instead of going the opposite way, which would be have long content that you could break down any way you like into shorts as your advertisement. So I backed into the problem of viewership hours being an issue, and now I'm trying to problem solve that on both my other channels. So instead of getting to you at like 3 in the morning, like I normally get to you at 3 in the morning, it's closer to 4, and it's because I made the last minute decision that I happen to be checking my channels, and you should do that, and you should watch your channels as if you're a YouTube user, because then you can notice things like if you're missing an end screen on a video, and when you might have thought you've done every video but you missed one end screen, just these little details, then you can easily go in and just fix that rather than having done 45 end screens that I've missed that I had to do about a week ago when I thought everything was running up and smooth the way I wanted it, a month into being a content creator and thinking I was getting in a rhythm and figuring it out, and then realizing all the end screens were either not there or the timing on the end screen. It's not necessary to have your icon for advertising for you to come in 20 seconds before a video is over. It's too much. It was bothering me on my own video. So watching your own videos can help you, and it'll help you see your mistakes. Some you might be able to go back and fix, and others maybe you could have the hey. Others maybe you can have the philosophy. I'll just learn from this mistake and make it better in the next video. So if you have a strong relationship with one of your videos and you know it's pretty good but it's not getting views, now I understand. That's probably when you should go in and re-strategize your thumbnail, your title. Try to find a catchy, hooky title on your second try, because your first try you were probably being stubborn as an artist and thinking I can put any title I want on this because I made this and this, I believe in it and people should watch. But the reality is you want and need them to click on it, whatever your reasons are for your channel. But if you're advertising a course or a product that you're helping sell, whatever it is, if that's your path, you still want people to click on your videos. So I think the second time through, if a video isn't getting traction, you can go, and what I talked about yesterday was I did my first rerun in programming. I took a video from the very early days of starting the Bagel Cinematic Beats channel, a video I love. So it probably has, errors that I would fix at this point. With all the experience now of over 150 videos that I've done, mostly short form, but still doing them. I did my rerun. So I redid the title, I redid the thumbnail, and saved myself some work, because I knew today I was going to miss a period of time, and that the time that I spent was probably going to exhaust me, and I would have been doing that on short sleep to begin with, which I did. But I got sleep, but it was short sleep. So I knew that probably after that experience, I didn't know what to expect. And I really wanted to go live for the 6th day in a row with my cat channel, but that just didn't happen. I hit a wall there, and I found the couch, and my eyes closed deeply, and they woke up to a Warrior game. So I took the luxury of knowing that I prepared ahead for my Bagel Cinematic Beats channel, but I was preparing for my cat channel by preparing to go live at like 4:30 in the afternoon, and it just didn't happen. So my cats are probably a little amped up. That's why you saw them fighting in the back, and I'm a little bit disappointed because I had essentially put it on my calendar, and it would have been my 6th day in a row. But I have a silver lining in that, is that I've been telling people live that I'm hoping to do it Monday through Friday. So in that sense, some of the content creators, I hear them saying you want to keep your audience um, wanting you to come back, but you don't want to go too far. I know there's been people I've watched on YouTube. Now I understand it because they say, "Oh, see, we'll be back tomorrow," because their relationship with Godzilla and the algorithm. They understand what they need to do, and I do think that this one form of content, at the minimum, either in short form or long form, but now my recipe I feel that I'm working is I'd like to post a form in long, at least every other day at the minimum. So that's 3 to 4 times a week, and it doesn't have to be the longest video. If you're interested in trying to grow and stay in the loop, so to speak, to keep the algorithm happy, and that's just what I'm learning from experience. So I like to post a video, and I don't expect much out of any video I post. It's just the way it is, but at least not initially. But any video I post, I consider that's like my future. So I do put a lot of effort in the video, and then now I'm trying to go longer form video to shorter form. Start with the long form video and break that up into shorts philosophy. So the I consider a video my main right now. And as I grow as a content creator, I want to, you know, I'm finding the importance of building those playlists, and I'm doing that, but those start with a video creation. So, and then I'll build to courses, and then maybe down the line, people will truly understand what I've done and see the value in any course I could. But I would rather just talk and you can experience it and take it for free. Give a like, subscribe. That's the cost. And I think that's okay with me. Give a like, subscribe, learn what you can learn from my mistakes, learn what you can learn from my successes, and let today be a testament to borderline success and the fact that, for one, I'm recording this. I could easily blown it off, but why would I do that after making a episode every day for 16 days in a row? I mean, so you're starting to understand my discipline towards having a plan and then executing the plan. Because currently this channel is no subscribers, and I expect that. And I'm not going to promote. I'm gonna just do. I'm gonna do and be disciplined to do it. And the any type of promotion or anything will come with the other channels. Um, that's they came first, but I saw the value for this channel, and then that's why this is the favorite time of the day as far as being a content creator, because this is the content that doesn't just provide entertainment but has the value. So that's a long hook. That's something I need to work on. I need to state what's going to happen in the video and back it up. But what's going to happen in the video is it's a diary of what happened of my day, and I speak my mind freely. And then you out there can gather what you want, and my initial plan was to be live every night. Every night at like 3:30 in the morning. 3:33. That's a magic number for me. But not ideal for other people to be watching, I don't think. And then I always have concerns: is the equipment working properly? I'm only using my Mac to be able to. I have a big voice, so I think the volume catches it pretty well. But my plan was to kind of go live every night, and maybe eventually I will. I think that's a natural thing, but that could be weeks, if not months, if not even a year or two down the line for this specific channel. Uh, my my cat channel, I'm thinking being live Monday through Friday from like 4:30 to 5:30. So that's an hour of live content to help with the viewership hours. And these are all ideas that I've just kind of figured that I if I want to be successful on YouTube someday, the patterns for that success start today, or have started yesterday, or must start tomorrow once I recognize what that plan is. So it's have the plan and choose to execute the plan, and then learn from what happened by doing what we're doing. So for the case of the DOCC, just as an example, this is the plan for a diary post for 365. So 365 diary posts. So I didn't start at the beginning of a year, so it doesn't make sense to finish on the end of the year. But what it does make sense to me is that that's a dedication that I'm going to dedicate to this channel, minimum a year, to post a video thereabouts once a day. Same time of the day, at the conclusion of the day. So that's a commitment to myself that this is something I'm willing to work for. So I have to be disciplined enough to stick to my guns. So it is a success that I'm making this video today. And if you've made it this far, give a comment down below where you're watching from. Where are you in your creative process? I am curious to know, and that way we understand we're not alone. Okay, the creators who have made it, they seem to have already bonded in their own sort of way. They made it. They're in the they made it group, and we're in the we're going to make it group. So that's what you can expect on this channel. It's a long hook, but I do generally circle back to the point in the long run. You'll learn to love that about me, and if you don't like it about me, you're already gone. So, so a little bit about the programming and why I ended up getting to you late is because I started watching my own content. Remember, I was talking about that earlier, that you should watch your own content, and then I did get a little tangent in, but that's okay. Little tangent, okay. So watching my own content, and I was watching my cat podcast. I'm like, this is funny. Like, when you kind of put them in your vault and you didn't think you might relive them, and then you start watching them, and then I realized it's even better watching them all together, that it might be hard for people who are watching your channel to get sequential video order, right? They might not be in your playlist where it's all ordered and easy for them. That might not be how they found you. So they might not be good at navigating on the YouTube channel to be in any way. So my thinking is to try to make it easy for those people, and I put all my 16 podcasts that I've made, so probably about, the last 2 weeks of work for that channel. An idea to do the podcast for one, sticking to the plan, and then now I have 16 or so together. So before I lose them all and forget what's what, I put them in a podcast compilation. So what's my win here is, well, now I have a video that I can put on my channel, and it was entertaining enough that I could watch the 22 or 25 minutes. And my hope is that you will too, because as the end user who's hoping to be entertained, I hope that happens. And then now you can watch all 16 videos or 17 or whatever podcasts in a row, and that should help for viewership hours. So that's why I was excited to do the work and bring past works together. But wait, there's more, because I've been talking about this channel. Why shouldn't this Evan Linden Content Creator Station channel, why can't I have that content on this channel? It's content I created, and then I also talk about it in my diary, and you can see the progress of as I'm learning as an editor and content creator, and someone who's communicating with AI to try to help the journey, and learning code for AI and how to communicate AI world and generating videos and learn, you know, getting tech savvy on the computer from having no tech talent whatsoever. You can see the progress of my work, and I wanted to do an outtake for this channel every few days, like the outtakes, something really short to post as a short. If you stumble upon the channel and are actually a content creator and interested in the diary or learning to be a content creator, then you found me. But if you just think the outtakes are funny, that's great too. Like I'm not as concerned with being niche specific. I mean, because I am 100% what I say I am, a content creator who's in the grind daily trying to figure it all out, and the highs and lows, and reaching one milestone and realizing it's not anything I hoped it might be, and that's getting to the 1,000 subscribers on my Bagel Cinematic Beats channel. My cat channel is a solid 230 subscribers. I mean, I never see it go up fast or ever down. Like, I don't even feel like I've lost a subscriber. And I've never advertised except for posting a lot. So let that be the tip there. So that channel has started from 0 and gone to 230, and I wish it was picking up faster, and I haven't given up, and that's why I'm dedicated now to going live every day to get that consistency, and I'm doing the podcasts, and it's not accelerated like my other channel, which totally surprised me that I thought it would take forever, has just really ballooned and gets almost 75 to 100 new subscribers every day. Okay, so I'm seeing one channel do one thing and another channel do another, and I haven't given up on both. And again, that's what excites me about this channel, is everything I'm learning from those channels I'm bringing to this one. If not for you, for me someday, to continue to refine the craft of being a YouTube content creator. And I never thought I'd ever be saying that if you asked me 2 months ago. And now it's just crazy what I've done, and what YouTube has allowed me to do is challenge myself to do something and actually give a goal that almost seems impossible, and to go for that goal and not stopping until I find success. So what it is before I'm going to sleep, I'm processing my day in different ways that I never, or it's been a while since I thought of myself to where the whole YouTube channel, you're really representing yourself. It's more than just your content you create. It's how you handle yourself as a person and how you manage your channel, which is also essentially a business, and has the opportunity to really, I see the opportunity now, like in the future, for both my cat channel and my other channel, that somebody might want that channel for themselves, or my ideas and thought process is enough that it has value after all the work's been put in. I wonder, like, because like Tolkien and the Lord of the Rings thing, apparently he worked his whole life, you know, creating those worlds, and it's hard to ever imagine. But then I've been looking at, and in no way am I comparing myself to J.R.R. Tolkien, but in just the last, approximately 7 weeks now, looking at all the work that I've done and laying out all these different, like, storylines and creating different imaginary worlds, so to speak, under my imaginative brain power. It's like, wow, you see, like, if I do this the rest of my life, all the worlds that I'll end up creating, just trying to think up content, so to speak, to push subscribers and get viewership hours. I'm challenging myself to be imaginative and creative in ways I didn't anticipate 2 months ago. So props to YouTube on that, and giving all of us an opportunity to challenge ourselves in a new way. And I do see other content creators talk about how grateful they are and how YouTube has changed their life. And you kind of see them around, and they're traveling and they're creating content. Well, props to those people, and but they generally don't talk without saying that they've been through it. It's just harder to relate to them because they're not through it anymore. They're already out of the place of abundance. And I promise you, I am not. I am literally sacrificing any food in the fridge almost just to even dream of keeping the dream going. And then pretty much at a point like time to start selling stuff or working a job to fuel the YouTube. And I'm right at that point. So, in order for that to be a possibility, I have to get ahead in my YouTube work so I don't feel like I have to get a video out if I want to stick to the one video, one video, one short philosophy a day for the new channels starting out to get that Godzilla algorithm on our side, or the Bruce Banner version of the Hulk. Uh, I'm just trying to spit out different analogies, but the algorithm really is our friend. It wants people to like your stuff and continue to watch. So there's always that hope, and there's always that possibility. So why not make sure when you do every single video that you really put that passion that this really could be the video that changes your life. So I'm approaching that strategy. I I think my main impetus is make sure you're improving off the last video in some way. There's watch your work. What went bad? Eventually I'd probably be editing down these diaries, but like with the other channels, they're also all everything's just starting. So that being said, I can't be in editing this like this is my one video a week. This is really my diary every day. Watch it and take from what you can, and I hope you catch up. So when I go live, you'll be up to date on everything that's going, because um, things are going. Things are moving in life where every second matters these days. So that's exciting. Um, so I don't know if I concluded the story, but yeah, I have all those podcasts now. And I said, but wait, there's more, right? So the podcasts are not just for the cat channel, they're going to be on this channel too. Now, I didn't complete the videos off and do all the side end cards and all that yet, because I did have other obligations today, and my workload, it just to be able to get this video out, like I said, was an accomplishment. But I already have them uploaded on YouTube, so I just need to go in now and do the work. Title, caption, description, hashtag set for the description, hashtag set for your studio set. That's like the wind now here at Evan Linden production studios here. We do that to every video. So I didn't do those videos, but I wasn't even in my mind. I thought, oh, I could do them on Sunday day, or hey, I had that nap in earlier today, so why don't I do it now? And then you guys came a little bit later, so I still need to upload your work, or the work we're doing right now still needs to get uploaded. Uh, that I normally wait until the subtitling is possible and get that done, and then I'm closer to going to bed. So this should take it takes sometimes 30, 40 minutes, maybe even an hour to upload from my computer. I don't know if that's fast or slow. That's just what I have to do in order. It's my workload. So faster computers might do it super quick, and I'm probably missing out on that opportunity, but I'll build up to those technical capabilities as I grow. I can't rush the growth by buying new equipment to put myself further in debt. So I'm not willing to do that. So if my MacBook from 2017 and it takes 40 minutes, that's what it takes me, and I don't get the rest until it uploads. I just know myself, my personality. The work needs to be get done, and then I can sleep good. And if you even if you get the shorter amount of sleep, as long as it's good sleep, that's what's valuable. On that note, I did think about eating good too, and your health. Those are also things that the YouTube, being a YouTube content creator, I think that helps too, because you don't want to misrepresent yourself to your fan base. Um, if you're not a healthy person, I think that would come across that your content that you create isn't as healthy as it could be. So I started thinking like that. Like I really, um, I'm kind of filling the shoes of me in the future, even though I'm not there yet. You want to act and think like you've already made it, and that'll help hopefully get you to make it, because you will literally do the things necessary to make it. And the thought crossed my mind today was, well, what would happen if I did my subtitling in every language on the screen? There's like, I don't know how many languages there are, like 100 languages. I picked like 10 of them. I think that's being a little OCD. 10 different languages, but that's 10 different parts of the world that I might have a reach in that I wouldn't normally have if I didn't have that subtitling available. Because probably people, maybe they do a filter that only has subtitling in their language, and one of your videos would come up, and that's how you get a true fan. I think your goal initially is 1,000 true fans, and I don't know how you could ever know your true fans. I guess maybe a true fan would give you supers, or I'm not able to earn through that type of process yet. But if you're alive every day and the supers, and I definitely feel like a true fan would be one who's a subscribing that pays. Not only do they subscribe, but they pay. So I'm hoping my channels get to that. So if you found me early and you know, all this is just free, which is great. Excuse me. So kind of getting all the organization is starting to really set in, to really plan for a true one video way mentality to monetization success. And if you really think one video away, even if you're so far away, you just never know. So make your best quality effort on every video you make, short or long, live or podcast, whatever. Put your best foot forward. And I think that's the lesson I want to get across today. I feel the heaviness of being tired starting to set in. So rather than ramble on and on, it's my pleasure as always to speak to you as a content creator. This is approaching week number 7. Yeah, I started around October 20th, 21st for both my other channels. This channel I don't believe went live, or I didn't even create this channel until like 3 or 4 weeks ago, and it's only been live for like 3 weeks. So if you found me, I don't know how you found me, but you found me, and that's thank you to Godzilla, the YouTube algorithm. I'm just little check here. So 30, 35. That's a number. I was born on a 5 or 5 3, so 3 5. I believe in magic numbers. When I looked at it, it was 35 17. Reggie Lewis, Chris Mullen. It's just how my brain works in weird numbers sometimes. So all in all, though, it's been a good day. Another tip: take solstice, or this is probably not the right. And I'm not going to be able to say it now. So be happy with the very small wins. So I was going through some of my content today, and I actually found a comment that I hadn't responded to, and it was a comment, saying a video or something was cute or they enjoyed it. Hey, that's a small win, right? That that made me feel good about creating even this content. Just that little win, little small victory. So use those little small victories. Don't get caught up in your videos not having success today, because it will down the line if you did it right and you're growing your roots. And that's what I understand in my mind. I no longer put pressure on myself. Why is that video that's better than all the others not getting views, and this one that was I didn't put any time in at all is all of a sudden over 1,000 views, and I didn't even do anything and care about it almost. So I just stopped worried about that and realized they're all essentially seeds that barely have formed roots yet, and they need to establish their root base, and then my tree forms, and all the fortune and glory will come on the branches and the leaves of the tree. So everything you're building right now is your root, and your roots need to be the strongest of them all. So you're putting your most time and effort in now on your roots. Okay? People don't see the roots. They only see the tree. And the tree's been around so long, and it all starts with the roots. And the roots go deep. So nobody sees the roots. So you're working your roots right now. You're not monetized yet. I'm not monetized yet. But this is what I'm learning. Build your roots, and we'll water your roots, and we'll give nutrients to your roots, and they'll be on a healthy plan. And that plan is your programming, and that plan is the content, and that plan is the niche that you've targeted, and that plan is your thumbnails improving, and that plan is your hook and your title and your caption improving, and that plan is to try different titles and captions and thumbs when you see what's working and what's not working. So when you're first starting out, the analytics don't start to mean much. And what I'm reeling is I've only been doing it this such a short amount of time. My analytics aren't really meaning that much anymore either. Or they're no, sorry. They're starting to mean more, but they didn't mean as much at the beginning. But now I'm actually starting to see, okay, when were my peaks? And then I can go in and get information. Where are the people watching from? That will help you cater your what languages you might put your subtitling under, right? I'm noticing a lot of people from Brazil are watching my channel, not as much people from America. Shame on you, Americans. I'm only trying to help you. But where people are watching, I want to help those people. And it's okay, because YouTube's a platform for the world. So I don't want to limit myself. And that's why I was looking at the whole list of languages and going, should I do the work for every video going forward? Do all the languages, or a handful more than the ones I'm doing already? And then there's all the stuff that I still don't even know about, that I'm still trying to learn, that maybe you know already or don't know. And that's stuff like doing the chapters and things like that. And it's just seems like it never ends. So there's no way I could go back to all the other videos that I've created and chapters and things like that. That's probably something that if I ever do hit like a zone of success, that I would hire someone to go back into the older work to fix, and that way they could be paid by like per video or something, and then I could just check their work, and that's how I know their work would be done and be paid something like that. Because I'm just it's just me right now, so every level of every part of the channel, I'm the one doing it. So I really am learning like every step along the way, and that's just my thing. When I go to sleep and I wake, or when I'm about to go to sleep, I really do. I just process what went well today. What did I accomplish? That maybe I wouldn't have even tried to accomplish if I wasn't pushing myself for a YouTube goal. So, like I said, these are all things that are changing me, redefining who I am as a human on Earth, finding purpose and having something to offer. And I think what I'm going through is a great opportunity that I'm offering right now as it's happening. So even if you're already a successful content creator, maybe you have something you could offer and you know the importance. Can you give a comment down below and let me know I'm on the right path, and or here's a great tip that really will help you, or something about chaptering, or am I not doing something right in my end screen, or who knows. But what I am going to do is I'm going to start uploading some of my content in the compilation form. So if you are interested in the work that I've been talking about and want to check it out, it'll be on this web. It'll be on not this web. It'll be on this channel, available in playlist or video form. So that's how I'm, approaching growth for all my channels now. Is I am trying to like network in between the universes a little bit. Um, the cat channel does a podcast, and the other day I did the podcast, hey, we're going to do bagel cinematic beats, and I chose 5 of my videos. So maybe someone on the cat channel will then go to check out my other channel. um, that type of thinking. um, so because of that type of thinking, there will be some of my other channels content available in compilation form. Um, Very rarely will I just post one single video. Um, I want to put them all together. One video, one click. That's for me. That's for you. That's for anybody I talk to in the future. Anything like that. It'll be, go to this channel. You can click on that. You would get every video of the DOCC I've ever done. Boom. So trying to make things simpler for me and possibly simpler for you. So look forward to that. That's not up exactly. If you watch my outtakes and bloopers, I was gonna do another outtake and blooper today, but I don't really have enough. I got like 1 or 2 today in my work today as a content creator. I normally do that from about 5 p.m. to around midnight, thereabouts. I'm getting a little bit more efficient, so today it was more like from 6:45 to about 10:45. So that's a solid 4 hours where I'm just in my space, and that's you know might needing to be back in the real world type hustle and grind, but that's what I'm fighting for. I want to keep that space mine and make content. And so your content, you're building your inventory. And right now my inventory, I can just get through one day for both my channels, so I'm still fighting to keep inventory. But I'm also understanding I should be less worried about getting a video out every single day, and more important that I'm getting a quality video out when I get it out. But have the goal 3 or 4 videos for my specific, for me, is where I want to be in a week. minimum. And like I said, talk to Godzilla. Give Godzilla a short a day. So Godzilla, oh, I see you. Don't worry. No atomic breath for you. You're good. You're feeding YouTube with content every day, and that's what YouTube needs. It needs new, fresh content every day. So that's what we're gonna give it as a young, new creator. That's what you're gonna do, and to help the algorithm be visible to the algorithm, that's how you need to be in it. And if you're a long form content creator and your intent is only one video or 9 videos a year, it's gonna, I think, just personal philosophy based on what I'm experiencing from figuring out, learning an algorithm or what it's doing or what's working for me. I think that that's not the success anymore for YouTube unless you're just some super famous person who drops some amazing YouTube video and miraculous can't say that word either. Miracle of your work miraculously uh, goes viral or something. So that's not what we're not working for, and I don't think that's strong roots. So this is your root station. I'm preaching the fundamentals, build your base, build your roots, make your roots strong to grow your tree, make your base, your foundation strong to grow your house or skyscraper, wherever your dreams may be. So I kid, I joke. Thank you for joining me. Give a like, subscribe. I'm Evan Linden, content creator. I'm a creator with a vision, and I hope you can join that vision with me. The vision to help whatever it is, my vision, but the goal being monetization, and we're gonna get there. I promise you. Stick with me. We're gonna get there. Thanks for watching. Peace out.